And then when you jumped into your job search, you sort of like tell me, like, did you naturally just start thinking like, hey, it's a sales cycle, so I'm just going to apply the same things I applied before? Or was there something that like sparked, or like, how did you just start doing that?
Yeah, I think for me, it was such a weird time because I started to kind of loosely have conversations like all the way back in March. I knew that I wanted to work in a different environment than I was in. I wanted to find something that was faster paced, that was more hunting focused. And I think COVID just gave me like a moment of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, like come to Jesus moment, where I was like, okay, I don't know. This is like this big thing is happening. There's so many like world movements happening at once. And like, am I truly doing what I want to be doing? And if not, like, how do I fix that? So, I started to have very like high level conversations way back. But I think that what happened was, and I don't know if it clicked like in late April or probably May timeframe is when it like really clicked for me. It just got like kind of exciting again. It was scary because it was a different playing field than I'd ever been on. Like it wasn't the same environment that I'd interviewed in before, but it got kind of exciting to me because it kind of felt like I was trying to close an enterprise deal. Like I was going after it and I had to be strategic and I had to like cast a wide net. And there was like one company, for instance, that I talked to, like I got in through their like CRO, then he introduced me to their like senior VP of sales, who introduced me to their VP of sales, who introduced me to their like sales director, then sales manager. And then my like sixth conversation was the recruiter. So it was like such a weird backwards like experience. And the recruiter's like, tell me about yourself. And then like look through the notes and she was like, oh my God, you've met my entire leadership team. And I was like, yeah. So, and she's like, I'm just going to schedule. Like, she's like, I'm going to go. But I feel like for me, it got like, I tried to, and I know this is hard to do because it's not like an easy time to get in that headspace either. So I fully own that. But for me, I kind of approached it as like something fun to take on. And I think initially when I was having conversations, I felt like I was maybe operating for more of like a desperation, like I wanted to change atmospheres and I felt like a little bit more on edge and desperate. And then when I kind of took a moment to like breathe and like ease into conversations, I started getting a little bit choosier about the companies. Like initially I was kind of taking calls with any recruiter and all this stuff. And I was like, I don't want to work for these companies and I would never interview for these companies normally. So I started to just like get a little bit more realistic with what I was actually looking for.